Warning! This video is intended for educational and MS documentary purposes. The host, Jenny, of the podcast show, The Demon Within, is not a doctor or any type of professional medical advisor.
I am a warrior.
When a doctor says, you have MS, they're speaking to one person, right? But the diagnosis lands on everyone who loves you. It's like a stone drops into a still pond. The splash happens to me, but the ripples reach my husband, my 3 kids, and every family member or friend I've ever had. Today, we're talking about the 2 hearts involved in this journey. How this disease doesn't just change our body, it changes the very heart of our relationships. Welcome back to the Demon Within Surviving MS podcast. I'm your host, Jenny. I've been battling multiple sclerosis for about 23 years now. I've dealt with tremors, ataxia, muscle weakness, leg spasms, loss of vision, fatigue, sudden electric pain, MS migraines that never end, and the sensation of drunkenness or feeling like I'm hungover without my consent or permission. I've also had to deal with other immune issues that plague my body due to having multiple sclerosis. Diseases such as Raynaud phenomenon, Hashimoto syndrome, Sjögren's, and hyperthyroidism. I've seen the hair loss, the muscles fading in my legs, and the days where my wheelchair feels like my only friend. But I've also seen how MS tests the people around us. Today is for the partners, the kids, and the warriors. Let's get into the real talk. Because that's what we do on this show. We talk real. I'm not going to tiptoe around symptoms, around feelings. When you guys hear me talk out there, this is the reality of having multiple sclerosis. My pod lab is my war room. And in this war room, I'm not here to pretty up the disease. I'm here to show you and others out there how to handle this disease, manage it, and battle it. Because we are warriors. We are not surrendering to multiple sclerosis or any other chronic illness.
Don't touch that dial. You won't believe the tip we're sharing in the next segment. It's a total game changer for your daily routine. But before we hit a home run with that, let's take a quick time out for a word from the amazing sponsors making this show possible. Stick around. You don't want to miss this.
Surviving Life is a deeply honest and uplifting memoir by Ricky Harvey, a British author who has lived with primary progressive MS for over 2 decades. From a turbulent childhood marked by family conflict to the challenges of serious illness, Ricky shares a life shaped by resilience, love, travel, and unmistakable British humor. This is not a medical book, but a lived experience story, one that balances tears with laughter and hardship with hope. Along the way, Ricky reflects on marriage, family, disability, and the importance of finding light even in the darkest moments. As praised by Paul Lima, the book is told with humor, honesty, and a huge heart. Surviving Life is a reminder that love, family, and humor can carry us through anything.
Surviving Life can be purchased on Amazon. The author of this book, Ricky Harvey, donates 20% of royalties to his local MS therapy center.
Now let's talk about the initial crack when the roles get reversed. Each of our lives are like a novel, a story that is written through each moment we personally live through, each moment we survive. Every episode of this podcast is me giving you, the audience, a chapter of my life. I want to take you back to the moment when the page turned to a chapter I never asked to write. Before MS, I was the one running around the house. I was the mom on the move, the partner who stood on equal ground. Then, the MS demon moved in. I remember the day I realized that I wasn't just sick, I was becoming disabled. Watching my husband's face when he had to get me into a wheelchair for the first time, that's a look you never forget. It's a mix of love, fear, and a grief that neither one of you knows how to talk about. We went from being a team of two equals to this lopsided dynamic where he was carrying the weight of the world. And I felt like I was that weight. It wasn't just us though. My 3 kids, they had to change too. It breaks your heart as a mother to see your kids turn into caregivers. Instead of me tucking them in, they started asking me if I needed water or if I could make it to the bathroom okay. They lost a bit of their childhood due to this disease. I'm sure I've mentioned countless times on this show that one of my sons is studying to be a neurologist. Sometimes I see him looking at me, not just as a son, but with a professional concern. It's a strange, heavy role reversal. If you're feeling that mom guilt or partner guilt right now, I need you to breathe. Let's do it. Take it in with me. You didn't choose this. This is not your fault. They love you, and while their roles changed, their hearts didn't. Let's talk about the doctor's corner. This is clinical advice for couples. I want you to pause here. Let's bring some perspective from the medical world. I was looking into research from places like the Mayo Clinic and the National Multiple Sclerosis Society. And doctors actually talk about something called role preservation. Medical professionals say the biggest MS danger for couples is when the caregiver role completely swallows the spouse role. If your partner spends 24 hours a day being your nurse, they lose that capacity to be your lover. Doctors recommend setting a particular time in the day to talk about your symptoms and appointments, so the rest of your time can be relationship time. They also talk about the grief cycle. Your partner isn't just tired, they are grieving the life you both expected to have. Doctors recommend that these partners out there get their own therapy or support to process that sadness and anger, so they don't accidentally project it onto you. Knowing that their bad mood might actually be unprocessed grief can save a lot of arguments. Now let's talk about the language of we and validation. To survive this, we have to move from my MS to our MS. When we say we had a rough night with the spasms, it stops being my problem that he has to deal with and becomes a shared obstacle. It kills the isolation that the MS demon loves so much. Let's talk about how to make your partner feel seen. I call this the appreciation map. The 30-second thank you. Find one specific thing that they did today. For example, if your partner washes the dishes, you can say, I saw you do the dishes today because I couldn't. Thank you for noticing I was struggling. Number 2, the lover look. Even on your worst day, look at them with those same eyes when you first met. Remind them that they're still your person, not just your helper. Number 3, the friendship filter. Some friends will leave. Some family will pull away. Let them go. Use that energy to validate the ones who stood in the trenches with you. Trust me, I've gone through it. I no longer chase what doesn't want to be sought out. The people that stayed, the people that call me, the people that make sure I'm doing okay are the ones that I continuously call, I reach out to because they reach out to me. I'm not going to put that energy and focus on people who pulled away just because I became disabled. I use my energy for those who deserve it. Let's talk about the shared fuel tank, managing the household gallons. Now, let's get into the practical side of this. I want to talk about a strategy I called the shared fuel tank. I want you to close your eyes and imagine your family as one single car. Before MS, you had a huge gas tank and it was always full. You didn't even look at the price of gas. You just drove wherever you wanted. But when the MS demon moved in, he poked a hole in that tank. Now, every single morning, before you even turn the key into the ignition, some of your fuel has already leaked out onto the driveway. So how do you get through the day when you're already starting out with half a tank? You have to stop thinking about your gas tank and your partner's gas tank separately and start looking at the shared gas tank. Almost like you're sharing one vehicle. And when I say gas tank, I'm referring to your energy level. Gas tank equals energy level. The morning gauge. Let's talk about the number check. This is the most important habit you can start today. Every morning, before the chaos of coffee and school starts, you and your partner need to do a gauge check. Ask each other, how many gallons of gas do you have in your tank today? Scale it from 1 to 10. 1 is, I'm running on fumes, which is usually me. And a 10 is, I'm topped off. Let's say I wake up and I'm like a 2, right? My leg is heavy and the brain fog in my head is really thick, which is usually the case every morning. My husband looks at me and he says, I'm at an 8. Together, as a team, we have a 10-gallon tank. Now, here is the math of MS. If the day's errands like grocery shopping, driving the kids to school, cooking a big dinner requires like 15 gallons of effort, you're going to stall out on the side of the road. You only have a 10-gallon. You can't spend what you don't have. Talk to your partner.
We're stepping away from the demon within for a word from our sponsors. Don't go far, though. We're trading the battle for a blueprint. Stick around for a special book reveal that proves every story is worth telling. We'll be right back.
They walked away to protect their secrets. Fate brought them back to reveal the truth. When Emil disappeared from Rachel's life, he took her unspoken what-ifs with him. He was drowning in unrelenting pain.
She was quietly navigating a new life with multiple sclerosis.
Neither felt whole enough to stay. Now, a chance encounter at a Toronto credit union
brings them face to face.
He's no longer the rising star she knew.
And she's the one in charge.
Amidst the routine of the workday, old tensions reignite, forcing them to confront the lovesick reality of their lives. From prolific author Paul Lima comes a story of love interrupted and the bravery it takes to be vulnerable when your body feels like the enemy, lovesick. Paul Lima has lived with secondary progression MS for 25 years. Paul is a veteran writer and the author of more than 45 books across non-fiction and fiction. A former business writing trainer and freelance specialist, Paul now focuses on crafting deeply resonant novels that explore life's unspoken moments. His latest work, Lovesick, is a testament to his ability to blend realistic life challenges with the complexities of modern romance.
Paul Lima's books can be found on Amazon and as EPUBs on Kobo.com.
If you both wake up and you've only got a combined 5 gallons, that is a pizza and paper plate dinner night. No guilt. You don't always have to cook a fancy meal. I learned that the hard way. Days where there's no gas left in your tank is the perfect night for pizza. You have to park the car and rest so you don't burn out the engine. Let's talk about the good enough rule. Premium versus regular. I want you to think of your energy like premium fuel. It's expensive. Boy, is it ever expensive. And you only get a little bit of it. Ask yourself, am I wasting my premium fuel on a regular task? Is scrubbing the baseboards or having a perfectly dusted house worth the fuel it takes to read a bedtime story to your kids? Is a spotless kitchen worth being too exhausted to even look at your partner at the end of the night? The good enough rule is simple. If the kids are fed, they know they're loved. That's a full tank. If the house is a little messy, but the family's at peace, that's a win. Stop spending your premium fuel on things that won't matter in 5 years. Save that gas for the people you love. If the MS demon is going to leak our fuel, fine. But we aren't going to let him decide where we drive. Let's talk about the hard stuff, intimacy and connection. As you know, in episode 10, my last episode, we did talk about intimacy. So we're going to get real about the bedroom once more. As we discussed in episode 10, when your hair is falling out and your leg is fading, you don't feel like a woman. You feel like a patient. And for our partners, it's incredibly hard to flip the switch from caregiver mode to romance mode in like 5 minutes. To bridge that gap, you need a system that takes the pressure off. I call it the traffic light system. Green means I feel good. My tank is full, and I'm up for anything. Yellow means I'm fading. I'm not up for much, and I'd love to just cuddle and be close to you. Red means the demon is winning right now. I'm in pain, and I need a dark, quiet room. This is such a powerful method because it stops the not tonight from feeling like a rejection. That uncomfortable moment where you want to be close, but your body is screaming, no! It's awkward to explain and painful to hear.
Hold that thought, everyone. We're briefly evicting the demon within for a quick word from the folks who keep our lights on and our infusion chairs comfortable. Stay tuned. We'll be back to wrestling the beast in just a moment. The demon within will return after these messages, provided we can remember where we left the microphone.
Samantha Stacy started the Cute Cane Shop after being diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. As a young cane user, she couldn't find anything that matched her style and personality. Samantha loves creating custom designs for the young and young at heart. Her amazing canes were featured in Cope magazine. Visit her shop on Etsy at cutecaneshopetsy.com.
Hey, I'm Sam, the owner of Cute Cane Shop, and this is just a reminder that your cane or mobility aid does not ruin your outfit.
By using these signals, whether it's a quick text message during the day or a set of colored cue cards you keep on your nightstand, you bypass that whole uncomfortable conversation. Your partner can see the red or yellow cue card or text message and instantly understand exactly where you're at without you having to say a single word. It's not a rejection of them. It's just a report of your body's fuel gauge. Using those text or cue cards gives your partner a roadmap so they don't have to guess. And it saves you from the guilt of feeling like you're letting them down. You're simply saying, this is where my tank is today. It keeps the conversation alive, even when the physical part has to take a backseat. Now here's some pointers for connection. Non-goal touching. Spend 15 minutes just holding hands or leaning against each other with zero expectation of it leading anywhere. It builds safety and reminds your body that touch can be healing, not just exhausting. Let's talk about the glitch word. Use this for the brain fog moments with your kids or spouse. If you find yourself getting snappy or losing your train of thought, just say glitch. It's the universal family signal that says my brain is struggling. I'm not being mean. It gives everyone a reason to pause and give you some grace. Let's talk about the power of the we. I always say the MS is a thief. Because it is. And let's be real, it's a greedy one. It takes our stride, our hair, our energy. But here's the truth that the MS demon doesn't want you to know. The thief only steals what we let it. It can take my ability to walk, but it can't take away the way my husband looks at me. It can take the muscle in my leg, but it cannot take the way my kids laugh when we're all piled together watching a funny movie on the couch. It can take the I, but it can never take the we. The we is our fortress. It's the wall we build that says, you might be in this house, you MS demon, but you are not at my dinner table. The we is the reason we keep fighting. So to the partners and kids listening, thank you for being the we. And to my fellow warriors, stop trying to carry the I of this disease. Lean into the we. Because the one thing that the MS demon can never defeat is the love that refuses to be divided.
Hi, everyone. I wanted to take a moment to share my deepest gratitude with all of you because of your incredible generosity. I have a special list of people I need to thank personally for their donations. To Debbie, Anita Diaz, Anita Darson, Ashley Pagan, Lisa, Lola, Ray Babel, and Ron. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Your support means more to me than words can truly express. I also want to thank my amazing family who walked right by my side. To my husband, Teddy, and my son, Nate. Thank you for taking turns pushing me in my wheelchair and making sure I was part of every single step of that journey. And to my daughter, Jessie. Thank you for taking care of me during the MS walk and for capturing everything so beautifully on camera and getting all that wonderful footage. I'm so proud of what we accomplished together. To show you a piece of that day, I've put together a short video of me and my family during the MS walk. Enjoy it!
You don't want to see how he started. Can I take a picture of your t-shirt? I love the design. Thanks. Yeah. Well, let me take a picture of your card, because if I lose cards, I won't lose a picture. Isn't that it? Boom. Got it. Thank you.
Help you guys out. That's right. They're looking for some noise out there as they make their way through that finish line. It's the start, it's the finish, it's the continuation of a beautiful day. Because you guys are amazing being out here supporting Walk MS Orlando. I just might out in their colors. Represent your people, baby. I love you, Orlando. MS, Walk MS loves you. We're doing it big. We're doing it big this year. We're gonna double this next year. That's what our expectation is. We got the high steppers over here. They got that energy for days. That's right. We're not only gonna break the roof with our fundraising efforts, we're gonna shatter that ceiling. Push the limits every single year here. That's Orlando. You guys are amazing, Orlando. Thanks for making.
Subscribe, like, comment, share.
I'm Jenny, and this is the Demon Within Surviving MS podcast. Don't let that monster, the MS demon, win the night. Talk to each other, hold each other, and I'll see you in the next episode.
Is blessed. No matter what obstacle she faces, she finds a way to make it through. She's a survivor and a champion, and there's nothing that can be said or done that can ever take that away from her.
This woman is blessed, believe it, she's a champion. Living without stress, believe it, she's a champion. This woman is blessed, believe it, she's a champion. Living